In the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, only 20 miles west of Denver, lies a city with a population of nearly 25,000. Golden, Colorado. Known as where the West lives, the city is a land of rocky terrain, rolling hills, and ever-changing weather. In the heart of Golden lies Colorado School of Mines, one of the most rigorous engineering schools in the nation. Here is where 22 students and residence life members will begin the adventure of a lifetime. Having already gotten familiar with each other, they will work to form closer bonds with one another as the game goes on. This season features 3 returning players, Joseph, Kevin, and Allison, all hungry for redemption, revenge, and a second chance.
I'm really excited to play, but I think as far as strategy goes, I think that Joseph and I are going to try to go all the way to the end.
Survivor Year 2, Jesus. Well, last year I didn't really do any planning or prep or strategies or crazy alliances and got voted out for telling the truth. So probably just going to do the same thing again and hope it just works better.
While also bringing new faces to the game who are excited and eager to win it all.
I've got a lot of energy and a lot of spirit. I'm ready to kick some ass. I don't lose.
I was born a winner, so I grew up with my parents always telling me that second place is the first to lose. So I just plan to give it my all and use my competitive edge to keep me ahead.
So I think that the biggest thing that I found successful last year was to make alliances and then break them as soon as possible. As soon as possible. As soon as you make it, I'm talking 5 minutes, break it.
Alliances will be made, alliances will be broken. All I can say is, I wouldn't trust me if I were on your tribe.
22 students forced to work together while battling school, work, and each other. They must learn to adapt or be voted out. In the end, only one will remain to claim the title of sole survivor. 182 days, 22 people, 1 survivor. got 22 contestants this year, splitting into 2 tribes. We've got Waimea in green. Yeah! And we've got Maikai in blue. Super exciting, and I hope you guys have a blast playing this season. It should be a good one. All right, guys, welcome to your first Survivor Golden Challenge. Today's challenge will be a reward challenge. So, quick overview of the challenge. You will line up as a team, and it's essentially a relay kind of race. One team member from each tribe on my mark will run out, pick up one of these green things, flip it over, show it to your teammate, put it back on the table. It will have an image on it. Your next task is to run to another green thing, flip it over, see if it matches. If it doesn't match, you have to flip both of them back over and go back into your tribal area. If it does match, take both things to your tribal area and you have scored a point for your tribe. Each member of the tribe will continue to rotate one at a time. You can run as fast as you want, do whatever. You can show pictures of what you get to your tribe. You just cannot communicate like where to run. So each member has to make that decision on their own. But you can show them what you're picking up so that they kind of have a feel. Cool. You want to see what you're playing for? Yeah! All right. You'll be playing for an advantage in the immunity challenge. Is that worth playing for? Yeah! All right. Now I'll give you guys a minute to strategize and then we will begin. Survivors ready? Yeah! Go! 2 images, running immediately back. Running goes, and she picks up the image, flips over 2 different images, runs immediately back. We've got Allison going to another table. Phoebe goes back. Jack comes back. Aspen goes out. Jack! My pie! Kevin goes back. Picks up 2 images. Goes back. Kevin comes out. 2-1. Maikai in the lead. Okay. And he flips over both images, goes back. Brenna comes back out. Picks up 2. Maikai is 3-1. And then tackle Brenna. Allison grabs the image. Flips it over. Go! Aspen grabs 2 images, runs back, pulls Whoa! Aspen flipping over more images, goes back. Jack comes out for Maikai. Grabs the blue box. And Connor picks up the wrong image. Jack. Oh, wait! Shoot! And Waimea has messed up their order. Andrew had to go back. Brenda picks up an image. Okay. Cole goes out to Maikai. Yeah. Andrew gets another round. Waimea. 4-3 Maikai. Allison. Kennedy goes back to run a match. Look out for Waimea. Aspen returns. Kevin coming out for Waimea. He flips back over, running off for Maikai. Go! Wait. Dang it. He scores another one for Waimea. Connor gets one for Waimea. There's 1 match left. What? Fight a match. Cole comes out. Maikai going to the match. Does he have it? Congratulations on your first reward challenge victory. Jack, how does it feel to come into Survivor Golden and win the first challenge?
Oh, it feels great. I feel like we got a little bit of momentum here. Hopefully we can just
take that and steamroll them. Yeah. Luke, you got a huge advantage going into the immunity challenge. Are you looking forward to it? Do you think it will play a big factor?
You know it will. You know it will.
Oh. Brennan, team chemistry. That's important in Survivor. How do you guys feel as a My Kai
Well,
tribe?
I feel like we're together now. We weren't beforehand, but we are now. We're on
Excellent. Phoebe, how was communication in the huddle?
You know, it was just great. We were a little rocky at first, and then, we were just getting going. We got those last matches. We got it done. We got
Alright, My Kai, this is going to be your reward. I will give it to you at the start of the immunity challenge, and you will read it there. Okay. Alright, so, Waimea, I've got nothing for you. Pack up your bags, head back to camp.
We have to go in for the handshake.
Okay, look, I don't trust the face that you're making right now.
I just don't know what other face to make.
I would like to be in an alliance
I will
with
commit
you.
to whatever the first thing I do is.
So you'll commit to whatever the
I'll
first thing
commit.
you'll do. And if this is the first thing you'll do, you'll commit to this.
Yes.
No one else knows about this.
Well, Cameron does.
No one else outside of the room knows about this.
Yeah.
Like, we are in an alliance, like, final two over here.
Yep.
Regardless of whether we're on separate teams or the same team.
Sure.
No one knows.
Yep.
Okay, deal.
Luke's a side member.
Luke is a side member.
Yep.
Okay. So, Brendan and Asia over here.
Yep.
Sigourney and Becca, we can make them think that they're a part of a group of 4, and maybe these are our side members.
Yep.
Do they know about the existence of this alliance, or do we do something else with these people?
Something else.
Okay. I agree with that. Shake on it. Okay.
When I first see the tribes, I'm pretty nervous. The first thing that I notice, there's 8 new hires on the tribe and only 3 returners. With those sorts of numbers, they could very easily just turn it back around on us and say sorry. You ended up on the wrong side of the numbers. Better luck next time. And that's not about to work for me. I'm not here to just lay down and get voted out like that. And so my plan here is to make sure to start sowing a little bit of discontent about who else is on the tribe. Where can I take that target off my back? And so the things that I notice is that there's 5 trads staff members and there's also 4 people in sororities. So the more that I can go up to people and sort of talk and say, hey, there's that number, they might be voting together, that's a threat. The less that people might be thinking about, ooh, hey, wait, no, we have these 3 easy votes. And so that's sort of my plan at this point, is to just play around with it, see where else I can land that target that's not directly on my back.
So I'm idol hunting today because why not? I also went alone because your girl hasn't forged any alliances yet because yeah, so we'll get there. I haven't decided who I want to form an alliance with yet because, we've had a challenge. Ridiculous. So yeah, I don't think Cameron put it in any bushes because the little men are going to come by with their choppy boys and we don't want to kill the idols. So here's my game plan. Drains, small-ish trees that Cameron could probably climb, and trash cans. We're gonna be a trash boy today. I touched that. People are disgusting. This is absurd. And yes, I know I look like a bougie housewife with my little scarf digging for trash. Whatever. Yeah, my rich husband left me. We don't talk about it. Gotta safely cross the street. You gotta look both ways. It's a Survivor technique that'll take me to the finale. Oh, hit me, bitch. Need a fork? All this is teaching me is that our school population is disgusting. There's trash everywhere. Does the idol look like trash? Who knows? It could have been that fork. Cameron didn't tell us anything! protected from the elements is a tall claim. I'm just gonna say that. I think squirrels will get into anything. They count as an element. They need to be in the Avatar intro sequence, you know? It's like earth, wind, fire, water, and squirrels.
Okay. Hey Faith, you want to be Final 2 in Survivor?
Yeah, dude! Let's go.
Hey, you want to be Final 2 in Survivor? Always, brother. You know, we got an immunity challenge coming up, and you know, with our advantage, I just feel like it's a lock. Like, there's no way we can't win. So I was looking at the roster for Waimea, seeing who I thought would get voted off, and I'm predicting Brenna. She's a goner. R.I.P. Brenna. It was fun having you on the game.
It is Survivor season, and I am so excited to be in the game. Tribe Waimea, super excited. This is awesome, and really having a good time with it. So I'm very excited. Allison and I have already started to connive together, which is pretty fun, and I think it's gonna lay a groundwork for a really, really awesome season, and I hope it pays off in the future. And I'm not trying to play like Cameron, but he had it right doing that from the start. So I'm really hoping that our alliance will kind of keep us through, and looking forward to the entire game. Super excited.
Alright guys, welcome to another day of Survivor Golden. Today will be your first immunity challenge, and you'll be playing for the tribal immunity totem here. Yeah! So, for those of you who don't know, if you win today's challenge, immunity, you will avoid tribal council, and the losing tribe will go to tribal council where they will vote someone off. So, big challenge today, guys. Before we start, Mike gets an advantage for winning last time. So I will hand this over to one of you in a second, but we're going to explain the challenge as a whole real quick. All right, survivors ready? Yeah. Go! Mike hitting the target early. Oh my God! Just struggling to hit the target. It is. Come on, guys! Close! And blue doesn't check, but it's not close. While they're hitting the target more consistently, now they're getting more and more water in. Joseph, you gotta go behind the table. Behind the table. And Mike continues hitting the bucket. Isaiah filling up the bucket. Mike doing well. Like the bucket, check for Isaiah. Full keep, continue filling the bucket. This is a marathon. It's gonna take a while. Come on, you guys. You got it, JG.
It's okay. It's for the win.
It does a lot better at the start, right?
Well, we're doing well. You got this.
Hey, Brandon, where are we at, my dude? I'm not gonna look for you.
You're doing good.
You're
doing good. You got it. Yes.
Mike is halfway there.
Right there, guys. We got this.
Waimea is way behind.
We're running out.
Okay, cool. Alright, just gonna go get the Waimea is still way behind. They have to really push to catch up in this challenge. If you run out of water, you have to take that bucket and go fill it up. We're not out yet. Left Waimea and is standing by the water fountain without her bucket. This is a disaster for Waimea.
Wait, that's not you, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You must fill it to 5 gallons.
Hey! I don't want to be here! Oh, there's another one! Hey, what are you doing? Use that power.
Thrown on Brenna.
We're not. Go over there.
While my guy continues filling their bucket. Hey, look out, please!
Yeah.
Good job, go. Just take it. Woo!
Cameron, does it just have
It's almost there. My time is so close. Stevie is out here braving the elements, getting shot by her teammates.
Oh, that was rude!
Almost there. Come on! All right, my time to go! Everyone down there, one person back here. And Lauren is working on the first knot for my Kai.
I'm on duty.
As she applies that knot, Waimea continues to fill their bucket. They're 3/4 of the way, so they're making progress. Kinsley gets the duty call. This is what Survivor is all about. They've got to brave the elements, brave the duty calls, and fight against each other.
Okay, are we good? On. Okay. Pong.
They've begun work on the pong game. Luke, Emily, and Cole begin work.
Cups out, just start dipping. Dipping.
Cole begins to fill the cups for my Kai as Luke positions them on the blue line properly. Meanwhile, on there, still struggling with the bucket. They're almost there.
Is that it? Yeah, save it.
And then strategically place water.
All right,
You
where
must
do we
be
stand?
right around there. Good. You just cannot have any part of your body.
So like,
over the
scoot up. You
You
can't
can
go
have
over
two
the
people
table.
throwing chips at a time as well.
Oh, okay.
Waimea wants a challenge. Waimea is good. Thank you for giving us quite a challenge. It's become a lot closer in the last minute. Meanwhile, my Kai filling up cups. They've got 2 out of 10.
More than that.
Yes, 4. They get one in the same cup as before. Meanwhile, Joseph working on that knot for Waimea. He's almost there. My Kai has to pick up all of the chips. Every single chip has to be off the ground.
It's gone.
One on the table. You may begin again. And Andrew, Thunder, and Brenna come out for the
that
full
one.
challenge.
That's it. This one, third one.
Oh, no! They're still missing a cup.
Got it! Hey!
And my Kai has moved on to the last puzzle knot untying. Kennedy's going to be untying the second knot. Joseph, you must leave behind the table.
Whoa! Hey! She's looking at the puzzle! She's looking at the puzzle!
You said you take it out. You said
no. Meanwhile, Waimea throwing poker chips in. They're struggling hard. They got 3 to go. Hey, Andrew, you must make sure your arm does not go over the table.
Okay.
And my Kai's got the puzzle bags and they're getting the puzzle.
Come on, you guys.
We can stand apart.
Come on, Thunder. Come on, Brennan. You guys can do it.
Wrap around. It's just wrap
Come on,
around.
take your time. Wrapped around?
Yeah.
Hey, you got it.
Okay.
Hey, you throw. I'll get the chips. Okay.
Nice. That's it. That's all of them.
We're good.
Okay.
Not yet. It's ready. The second puzzle piece is gonna be coming. Joseph working on the knot. My Kai working on the puzzle. This is a lot closer than it looks. Hey, do not take the puzzle piece yet. Joseph's still struggling with the knot. His team is now falling behind again.
You got this, Joseph.
Puzzle.
Good job.
We got time.
Puzzle bag.
All right, we're letting.
We got all of them. Only 2 people do the puzzle. Everyone else has to back off. It's Kinsley and Brenna working on the puzzle.
Open the other bag.
And Jack and Phoebe working well together to solve this puzzle. Meanwhile, Wandea doing well on the puzzle.
Y'all are doing great, you guys.
Get the edges first. Sort them out. Brenna, grab all the green pieces. You got this. Sort them out. There's a couple on Kinsley's side. There's a corner piece.
Hey, awesome, y'all. You guys got it. Don't worry. Hey, y'all got this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joseph.
Wandea on the puzzle, putting pieces together
There's one over
slowly.
by Kinsley. I think it's that one.
It is. It's gotta be.
My Kai working together on this puzzle. Lots of communication coming in from Jack. Both tribes. The puzzle
There's a little piece of helmet. It's up here.
Team up goes up
They
there.
all come down to this puzzle.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Planet
tail.
goes with the dog. The planet goes with
Hey,
Jack's
that goes on top. It goes on top.
What goes on
Phoebe,
top?
your part goes on top of his part.
And My Kai getting very close to solving this puzzle. Waimea's still in it though.
Hey, Brenna, I think your piece is wrong there.
Upside down. Still upside down. It's reversed. You have to flip it over.
Wait, how do you?
I'm just
And My Kai almost there on the puzzle. My Kai wins.
It says My Kai on the back of it. That's cool.
We thought it was a dream job.
All right. My Kai wins the first immunity challenge. Phoebe and Brady took shots of water for the good of the tribe, and My Kai will not be going to tribal council.
Instead, we're going to dinner.
Wandea, you gave it a good effort. You had less people, didn't have the advantage. You battled from behind and made it a good challenge in the end. So it's a good effort, but good efforts don't get you anything in Survivor. I'll see you guys at tribal council.
God, we won this first challenge. You know, I don't feel entirely secure about my place on the tribe yet. You know, in my mind, there's a decent chance I might be going home first. And so buying a little bit of time before that first vote is enormous for me. My plan at this point is to pretty much just be shoving the trads under the bus as much as possible. Just, you know, go around, oh, trads are scary. Because the more targets on their back, the more it's off of mine at this point. And that's what I need.
This is incredibly difficult. Trying to figure out who to vote out on the very first vote of the game. This sucks, thinking someone's gonna have to go home only having played one challenge. And it's hard. It is really, really, really hard. My personal thoughts are, I don't know. I feel too bad to actually vote for anyone. The only thing I can honestly think of is during the challenge, we had Brenna and Thunder and Kinsley kind of all very intent on cheating to win, which is fair. It was kind of fun and it was enjoyable, but like cheating is fun in the beginning, but when it gets to like end game, you know those people would cheat to win, and that's like not something really cool to have to compete against. So I'm thinking among Thunder, but I want to keep Thunder for his physical ability. Then it comes between Brenna and Kinsley, and I don't know. I'll talk to the rest of the guys.
A couple of us were thinking Kinsley because, I don't know, she was very intense on like cheating during that first challenge.
Yeah, that's what I'm voting for. Absolutely. Yeah, no, you can't play that dirty.
Yeah.
And she'll cheat against us later.
Exactly.
So you gotta get her out.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone else who's voting her out?
I don't know, but I know Allison and Joseph are like open to anything.
Okay, I know that like most other people on our tribe have been thinking about her. Yeah, so I think we should like low-key spread the word and then
Very
low-key,
low-key.
and then we should pull a unanimous vote.
Easy peasy.
We're gonna have something.
I don't feel so bad. Yeah, we'll be good. By the way,
So I've been running my butt around today, talking to people, trying to figure out about tribal tonight. And finally got a chance to sit down with Allison, and we are kind of on the same page on this. And it seems like we have the votes for Kinsley. We have been talking a lot, and there is definitely something going on between Thunder and Kevin. And whether that's like a straight alliance or if that's just like talking right now, we don't really know. And that's something to look into, especially in the future, especially going forward. But for now, it is great. Thunder is a strong player, and so is Kevin, and we're really lucky to have them on the team. Allison and I, we haven't really figured out what Connor's doing. We don't know what kind of game he's playing. I've been talking to Brenna and Sigourney, and we're going to create a Weaver alliance for now and see if we can pull Becca into that, make it all Weaver, see what's going on. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. I'm a little worried that everything's gonna backfire on me. There's a lot of intricate parts going on right now, and hopefully we can just keep it together long enough, and Alice and I can reconvene and figure more stuff out as we get through with time. But for now, I think it's pretty certain that tonight Kinsley's gonna get gone. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, welcome to your first tribal council. We'll start the tribal council with discussing the obvious. Waimea, you're 0-2 in challenges. Haven't done well to this point. How does that feel, and does that hurt your confidence moving forward in this game? We'll open it up. Joseph, would you like to answer this one?
You know, it's super disappointing that we didn't come out strong. Like, we know we can. And so that is something that we want to look forward to, and that we're really looking to come together as a team so that we can attain that standard that we know we can keep.
Great. Anyone else want to add to that?
We need to get our shit together.
I second that. But we were also not at full strength. That falls under the umbrella of getting our shit together.
Right, so that brings up another point. How does that affect you guys in the challenges when you have tribe members not pulling their weight or not showing up to challenges? Does that affect how team performance is doing?
It affects the mentality going into the challenge. Because you just see, like, my Kai just, like, being all big and badass, and we're over here, like, small but mighty. It'd be great if we were big and mighty.
Understandable. So that's another good talking point we can bring up, is my Kai seems to be strong, they're one unit, but maybe there's not the same unity and, I guess, chemistry on Waimea. Has that seemed to be the case? Have you guys noticed any lack of chemistry, or is that just a facade?
I don't know. I don't super agree with that. I actually think we're like a pretty overall good group of people. The challenges didn't have to do with chemistry. They had to do with like mainly the Goliath aspect, where they had all of their competitive people there, full strength and full confidence, where we were a little bit more awesome. But I honestly think chemistry is not the problem.
We also had an advantage going into that challenge, and then at the end of it, we were only 30 seconds behind them.
We made up ground at the end real hard.
I think we can kick ass if we win some of our other challenges and start to get some legs up during the big ones.
Yeah.
So it sounded like there's some faith in the Waimea camp here. You guys
There is
can
that faith.
pull it
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Is there a clear leader on this tribe? Has anyone stepped up and organized the tribe, or just been a tribe leader? And if not, do you think there's someone who can fulfill that role? How about we'll start with Sigourney. What do you think?
I think Joseph and Andrew have really stepped up as leaders throughout this. They've really helped me get up to speed when I was dealing with like injuries and out of town and wasn't able to make it to the first challenge. So I appreciate that.
Joseph, would you like to comment on that?
I mean, I got nothing to say.
What about you, Andrew? Would you like to comment?
I didn't expect that because I've been looking at Joseph as like the heart of the team this whole time. So I don't know.
So
He definitely keeps morale up. Like,
Yeah.
whenever we feel bad, he's like, guys, we got this. And really helps boost us up.
It seems like they're looking at you as the leader, Joseph. maybe you embrace that, maybe you push that off to someone else, but how does that tie in? You know, you're a veteran of the game, this is your second season here on Survivor. How does that affect how you're playing the game, how you're going in it with your tribe? Does that kind of help you maybe embrace that leadership role a little bit?
Well, it definitely does help, like you're saying, with the veteran aspect in it, and I do know a little bit more how to get through this game, and I'd love to see everyone here make it to the merge. And I think that's kind of the goal right now, is just get everyone there, and I know that we'll come back, we'll hit these challenges hard, we know we can do it, and then we won't be back here, hopefully.
That's a good point. But not everyone here will make it to the merge because someone is going home tonight and you guys will have to vote on that. Maybe you guys have figured it out. Maybe some of you are still undecided. Maybe Tribal has helped you guys decide. We'll see tonight. But other than that, if you guys have no questions, it'll be time to vote. Zach, you're up first.
I didn't want to do this, but you dumped our bucket out. And this is also what Joseph told me to do.
I was really excited for him to be all the way in, but he's missed 2 events this week, so I voted for Kevin.
Yep.
All right, first things first, come grab your torch and light it on the fire. This is a key part of the tribal ritual because in this game, fire represents life. And as long as your fire is still going, you're still in this game. But once your fire is gone, so are you. So come on, light it up. All right, I'll go ahead and read the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final, and you'll be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Kinsley. Second vote, Kevin. 1 vote Kinsley, 1 vote Kevin. Third vote, Kinsley. 2 votes Kinsley, 1 vote Kevin. Fourth vote, Kinsley. 3 votes Kinsley, 1 vote Kevin. Fifth vote, Kinsley. 4 votes Kinsley, 1 vote Kevin. Sixth vote, Kinsley. 5 votes Kinsley, 1 vote Kevin. First person eliminated from Survivor Golden, Kinsley. Kinsley, bring me your torch. Kinsley, the tribe has spoken. It is time for you to go.
Oh
Man, it's disappointing getting out the first round, but you know, I wish the best for Waimea. You know, if they thought I was the weakest link, I'm the weakest link. Let's see if they can win more challenges. At the end of the day, it's for the team. So we'll see who goes, how far they go. You know what? If they lose another one, they pick their own choice.
So, been looking for the idol, and I just about might as well give up. But ever since Kinsley left, now this threat's on. Like now, there is no second person to vote out. We all have to figure this out. And although no one's gonna find this immunity idol, still something worth looking for. One-eyed, one-horn, giant purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, giant purple people eater. That Cameron hit it like classic Survivor style. which is there's some sort of colorful rope wrapped around something or colorful twine that gives it away. And that's what I've been looking for, but nothing.
All right, Andrew's found something.
Maybe.
Thinks
Maybe.
it might be the idol. We'll see. We're gonna dig it up though, so maybe. Wait, is it that?
Yeah. Is that,
That thing?
sketchy? Unless it goes like really far down.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just like hanging out. I don't think that's it.
I don't think it is either.
If we had to, he said we didn't have to dig for it.
Okay.
Dang
It is not. False alarm.
I don't think it's up here, Cole.
Is it up there?
It's not up here.
The idol is not up there.
It is not up here.
All right, confirmed. The idol is not in the tree. We're still looking though.
Come on in, guys. All right, welcome back to another challenge. First things first, Jack, I'll take that back from my Kai. You guys will once again be playing for immunity as it is back up for grabs. I'll just set it over here for now. All right, today's challenge is a lot simpler. We'll have each tribe select one member at a time to come up and compete. And the idea behind it is you each get 3 bags, and whichever tribe selects their first member first, the other tribe will shoot first. So basically you'll shoot from behind this bar and you're trying to basically score a bunch of points. And it's kind of like cornhole, where the first board, if you get it any part on the painted area, it's 1 point, in the hole is 3. But the second board is double point value, so 2 points and 6, and then the basket is 10. And if you throw it in the basket and it's in the basket, but the basket falls over, if the bag is still touching any part of the inner basket, 10 points. And basically, the rules are simple. We'll play first to 7, like overall. So if one person comes up and wins a round for your tribe, that's a point. And we'll play first to 7 there. Other than that, we'll draw for spots and we'll strategize. All right, Faith's up first for my Kai. Yeah. And she scores 1. My Kai on the board. Aspen misses. Faith misses. Aspen misses left. And Faith scores 3. It's 4-0 my Kai. Aspen's forced to go for the double board. And she doesn't get it. My Kai leads 1-0. All right, so Waimea will shoot first this round. It's Thunder up for Waimea. He gets them on the board. And Kennedy, oh, it does not count. And it's 4-0 Waimea. And Kennedy misses. Thunder goes for the double, misses. And Kennedy misses. It's 1-1. My Kai will shoot first. It is 1-1. Phoebe misses left. Joseph overshoots the first board. And Phoebe puts my Kai on the board. Will Joseph have an answer? And it's 1-1. And Phoebe gets it on the board. Pressure's on Joseph. And Joseph steals the round. It's 2-1 Waimea. Waimea shoots first. It's 2-1 Waimea. Andrew does not get one on the board. Andrew overshoots. Cole could put the pressure on here. And Andrew overshoots. And Mai Kai will take round 4. So Mai Kai will throw first. Jack winding up. Gets in the hole. Zach overshoots. Jack overshoots. There's still hope for Waimea. And Zach almost gets it in. And Jack overshoots. Pressure's on Zach here. Connor will shoot first. It's 3-2 Waimea. Connor gets one on the board, making it look easy. Up. Takes a lead. And Connor immediately answers back. That one will not count. And Connor overshoots. And Asia ties it up. It'll go one-shot playoff. Connor slides it off the board. Asia can take the round. It is 3-3. Kevin misses right. Brennan overshoots. Kevin gets one on the board. That one will not count. And Kevin cannot do enough. It is 4-3, Mai Kai. Sigourney misses left. Sigourney gets it on the board. Kennedy's will not count. She overshoots. It'll go to a one-shot playoff. Sigourney overshoots it. Kennedy, all she has to do is get it on the board, and she misses. The pressure is now on Kennedy, and she will miss. All right, it is 4-4. Luke will shoot first for Mai Kai. And Luke gets it on the board. Kevin ties it up. That one will not count. Pressure's on Luke. That one will not count. Waimea will win this round. And Thunder puts it on the board. Cole overshoots. Thunder puts it on the board. Cole gets one. And Thunder overshoots, opening the door for Cole. And it pushes Thunder's in. 6-4, Waimea in the lead. And Faith misses for Mai Kai. Connor overshoots. Faith misses left. Connor gets it on the board. This could be it. And Faith will miss. Waimea wins immunity. After 2 challenges, losing back-to-back, you will finally win and you will avoid tribal council. So, Kevin, here you go. Mai Kai, for the first time, you have lost a challenge, and I will see you at Tribal.
I've been talking to Asia quite a bit about the game, and it feels like our fates are pretty linked at this point. You know, we're both returners, we're both Elm staff members, we're both not in sororities, and those are sort of the 3 big numbers that I see shaping up on the tribe, and we're on the outside of each of them. So at this point, we need each other. And I think we mutually are somebody that the other wants to take fairly deep into the game. We don't have any sort of pact defined yet at this point, but we definitely have had conversations that we will be working together moving forward, and she's somebody that I think I can definitely trust in this game at this point.
Well, I don't know. You should
I don't trust Jack.
I don't
I'll tell you
trust
that.
Jack
I
either.
think
I don't trust Jack either.
He's public enemy
Jack
number one
is
on our
shady.
team. Oh yeah.
Very shady. And I know Jack is shady. Jack, you shady motherfucker. So I think that there's some sort of alliance, very early alliance, between Jack, Kennedy, Andrew, and Allison. And that's not good because Jack and Kennedy are on our tribe, and Andrew and Allison are on the other tribe.
Yes.
Which means they've got 2 people on each tribe. So if they make it to the merger, like that's a very strong team.
I could potentially rope together a stronger alliance.
You could? Made up of?
People.
You don't want to tell me?
I don't want to say names yet, because, I have to see whether they're really committed or not. But we shouldn't be worried about either of us getting voted off this week.
Who do you think should get voted out first week? First week that
Okay,
we
well,
go
Cole,
to tribal.
let it be known that Cole said he wanted to be voted off first.
I don't think it should
And
be
then
Cole.
we did the challenge, and then Cole said no.
I don't think it should be Cole because Cole is a strong competitor, which means
Yeah.
he'll keep winning. I want to get rid of Cole, in a few weeks. I think we should vote him out before a potential merge because he should not make it to the merge because he is a strong competitor.
Definitely.
But I also think that he is the type of person that will stay loyal
Yeah.
to a certain group
And
of
then-
individuals as well. But
Mhm.
definitely, because of how strong it is, would not want to make any sort of long-term deal with him.
Phoebe has never even watched Survival, so I think she could be taken advantage of. And
Does that mean
could-
we keep her for a while?
I think so. But I also feel like she could get shady real quick.
Something Jack pointed out, which he's just trying to save his own tail here, is that Phoebe, Emily, Faith, and who's the other girl?
The Thetas?
The Thetas.
The Thetas.
Becca.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is
And
gonna
that's-
be a wild, wild time. Too many common interests here. So many people dishing out loyalty like it's beans and rice.
Yeah. I do want to say I didn't just randomly decide Johnson, I'm gonna go talk to him. I have been asking around about certain individuals on our tribe, and you were said to be somebody that's loyal and trustworthy.
Try my
And
best.
I said that that's what I'm looking for in that core group of 4 individuals.
Curious.
As to who said that?
No. Just if we do go to tribal council, who is the one that I think everyone's gonna vote for, just right off the get-go. And I don't think there's a clear person. We could vote Luke off because he's a wild card, and you never know what he's gonna do.
That's true.
But if we don't vote off the Thetas, at least one
Yeah,
Theta
yeah,
at some point,
yeah.
then I feel like they have too much power.
I agree.
So.
I wouldn't mind, the
Kennedy?
first group having it be, she's not a Theta.
Oh yeah, but
I wouldn't mind having the first group be a Theta, if that's what you all prefer to do. And just make Jack and Kennedy think that they are running our side of the tribe.
we're gonna need to make sure Jack and Kennedy are put in check.
I agree.
Kept in check at
I
least,
agree.
yeah.
And the people.
But yeah, that'll be easy because I feel like they are not going to talk to anyone but themselves. And so then, if we swoop in after we've eliminated 1 or 2, we're like, hey, look, Jack and Kennedy, they've been scheming this whole time. They got cross-tribe alliances and they're playing a long game. We can just cut them out.
Are you on board with having a solid 4?
Yeah, I would be down.
Do you want that to consist of me, you, and Faith, and then somebody else?
I don't know if we should include Faith because she's a Theta yet. But maybe if we get rid of a few Thetas, then she'll
And
be
then she
desperate.
can be our 4th person.
And we can be like, hey, look, and then we can get rid of the last Theta, and then. But yeah.
Who are you thinking for the others?
See, I feel like Brennan might get voted out pretty early, but I would like Brennan to stay. But
Why
I
do you
just
think Brennan would get voted
because
out?
like, people who are individuals and they don't fit in the
Yeah.
group, it's easy to just be like, well, we're playing a neutral game here and we're not attacking anyone by just getting this person off. That's why I think Luke and Brennan are kind of like.
Interesting. I see. But you wouldn't vote for Brennan?
No.
I just didn't even consider Brennan.
Yeah.
I
mean, I could if everyone's doing it, and then I'm just like, well, there's no point in not doing it.
So we lost the immunity challenge today. It's our first loss as a tribe, and it means that we're going to have to send somebody home at tribal council this week. So the 7 of us who were at the challenge, right after the loss, we sort of all got together and had a quick conversation about who we might be voting out. Basically people were trying to frame the vote in a way that it was just the easy vote for people that maybe weren't playing as hard. And so basically they were looking at who hasn't been to challenges, who hasn't been talking to people, things like that. And that is just crazy to me. I just don't understand. To me, the people who haven't been playing and who haven't been caring about the game as much are just not threats in the game. And so for me at this stage, what I'm looking for is to just be playing that numbers game, figuring out how I'm on the side of the numbers. And it worked out really conveniently for me because basically what the entire tribe decided on was Luke has only been to about 5 minutes of one challenge and hasn't really been doing much else in the game otherwise. And, Luke is a person on the trads who very easily could band together and vote out the rest of the people. And so this is working out wonderfully for me. I don't know if the other people are really playing at this point, or maybe they're just playing a much more subtle game than I realized. But either way, if this vote goes the way I think it's going to go, it is a huge boon to the way I'm playing this game.
Welcome to Tribal Council, my kind. We'll start off our first question of the night, I guess. It will be related to how the game is played and I guess the social dynamics of the tribe. And Luke, you brought up a great point of discussion beforehand. In Survivor, typically, you're making alliances, you're playing the game. Survivor, at its core, is a social game. It's about social politics. And to go far in this game, you have to have good alliances. You have to trust your alliances, and you have to build relationships with your fellow competitors. So, I guess, is that something that has been going on? Are relationships starting to form in the Mai Kai camp? Is that something that has been looked out for? And I guess I'll let you answer this question. Or we can
Yeah, I'd say the relationships are super strong. I show up to all the challenges. I like to think that I'm super tight with everybody. All we talk about is Survivor. It's consumed my life.
Okay.
100% of my time is Survivor. Does that answer your question?
Sure. Does anyone else want to talk about the relationships formed so far on Mai Kai?
I'll add that I think that because we've been on a winning streak, everybody has been very, good towards each other, and things have been very friendly. Hopefully it stays that way even after our loss.
I guess on the other side of that, talking about team commitment and all that, we've got Phoebe here, who did a fantastic job in the first immunity challenge. And how does that feel? That's what Survivor is all about, Phoebe. You stepped up to the plate, you braved the cold weather, you took it for the team and got soaked with water. How does that feel to be able to contribute so heavily towards the success of Mai Kai?
It felt really good. I just like to win, if I'm gonna be honest. I really like to win. I sort of got hypothermia. That wasn't fun. My legs were very red when I got that, but that was fun. It was really exciting. I didn't feel it during the time. I just wanted to help out so that we could win and so that people that maybe didn't pay attention to the rules didn't.
That's fair. And as a Mai Kai tribe, do you think that has pushed Phoebe up and given her respect and maybe a leadership role on this tribe. Maybe Jack, would you like to speak for that?
I think respect-wise, absolutely. I mean, we all saw that Phoebe was willing to put herself out there and put her body on the line for this tribe to make sure that we didn't end up here. And
We're so proud of you, Phoebe.
and so yeah, I think the entire tribe is looking at her with a lot of respect right now. All of them.
Good. Do you think there is a clear leader on this Maikai tribe? Or maybe a couple leaders? Or just someone you guys can rally around? Maybe it is Phoebe. And just push through these challenges together and come up winning.
I think Asia's really taking it. Like, even though she's not my hall director, that's my hall director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Jack has really taken the lead one because he's a super survivor fanatic, so he knows how this game works, so he also has the drive to win. So I think he is a big leader on this, and he always kind of takes charge in certain situations of like, hey, we have different challenges, who's strong at this, who's strong at this, who's strong at this, team. So like, I look to Jack as like the leader of this team.
What do you have to say about that, Jack?
Honestly, I wasn't trying to step into a leadership role at all. I think that partially it might just sort of be by default. You know, I know the rules of how Survivor works, and so in a lot of cases, what might be seen as leadership in those cases is more explaining the rules just because I have that knowledge, but I'm able to share that with the tribe.
If nobody has questions, we will begin the vote. Cool. You ready?
You gotta show up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, first things first, this is an important part of the tribal council ritual. I'm going to have you guys grab your torches and come light them in a second here. This is important because in this game, fire represents life. And as long as you have fire, you are still in this game. But once your fire is gone, so are you. So go ahead, grab your torches, light them in the fire. So at this time, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, well, once the votes are read, the decision is final and you will be asked to leave tribal council immediately. First vote, Luca. Second vote, Luca. Third vote, Becca. 1 vote Becca, 2 votes Luca. Fourth vote, Luca. 3 votes Luke, 1 vote Becca. Fifth vote, Luke. 4 votes Luke, 1 vote Becca. Sixth vote, Luke. 5 votes Luke, 1 vote Becca. Second person voted out of Survivor Golden, Luca. Luke, bring me your torch. Luke, the tribe's spoken. It is time for you to go.
Shocker.
I learned an important lesson from Survivor. You just, make sure you're committed before you waste money on something. That's how I feel, honestly. So.